everybody, paws up! Today we're going to be making puppy birthday cake, and let's get started and show you how it all goes together. Alright, for this recipe, fairly simple and straightforward. For our dry ingredients, we'll be using today garbanzo bean flour, and you can use a whole wheat flour or a regular flour, but I prefer to use this one. It just keeps the little more nutrients into the, keeps it in the cake. And a little bit of baking soda. Those will be your dry ingredients. Well, aside from also, you can choose between either cinnamon or ginger. Today I'll probably be using cinnamon because I like it with the apple. Your wet ingredients are going to be, of course, 1 egg. It'll be a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 1/4 cup of your peanut butter, and I'm going to be using just this organic thin peanut butter. It's really easy for baking it. It's not hard. It's quite fluid, so it makes it where it incorporates really easily. And then some vanilla. So that's the basic ingredients for the actual cake. When it comes to decorating, you can do a couple different things. I will be doing some peanut butter on top, and I'll probably be decorating with some marshmallows. But you can do some peanuts on there, or you could do some coconut. You could drizzle some of the white candy coating on there. Some people know it as white chocolate. It's not chocolate. You can do just some carrots on top. If you didn't want to decorate it at all, you can just do some shredded carrots on top of the cake, and use that as your decorations. That'll be totally fine as well if you want to stay completely away from the sweet. If your dog is diabetic, this might be a little more gentle of a sugar than some of these others. You can also just do almond slices. That would be nice and easy on them. Or if you want to go crazy, you can just do some sprinkles as well. One other neat thing also while I'm at it, if you wanted to do it almost like an upside down cake, before you would press your batter into your prepared pan, you would just do a sprinkling of the carrots on there, or even the apples, if you want to dice up some more apples, and lay that in there, and then press in your batter. This way when you turn it out, it'll be like a little bit of a decoration on top without having to add anything else, extra sugars or anything like that. So I like to incorporate all of my wet ingredients first. It's the 1 egg, and I'm gonna eyeball this. It's just a teaspoon of, now it's a tablespoon of vanilla. Oh my gosh. And that's totally okay. It won't hurt it. It just gives you flavor. So that's what happens when you eyeball things, guys. You just, go with the flow. Things just happen. 1/4 cup of peanut butter, and see why I like that? It just pours out super easy. I don't have to scoop that puppy out or anything. So we are using coconut oil. I find that to be better mainly for nutritional reasons. You could use any other type of cooking oil, like a vegetable oil or a canola oil if you desired to. If that's what you have, that's totally okay. But for today, I will be using coconut oil. Feel free to substitute as you need to. Okay, so I'm just gonna incorporate all this together. So it'll kind of look like that once you got your wets all incorporated. I'm gonna go ahead and peel and shred the apple, and then I'll add that into it next. Yes, dogs can eat the apple peel. I just take it off. If you're gonna dice your apple rather than shred it, you can totally leave the peel on there. You definitely do not want to put any part of the core in there for the main reason of the pits. The pits contain cyanide, and you definitely don't want that in there. Pardon me, I got a tickle in my throat. And so since I'm gonna shred my apple instead of dice it, I'm just peeling it because it makes that way easier. Otherwise, these little things just aren't sharp enough for shredding through the apple skin. So we're only looking for about a cup here, and that'll be about 1 apple grated. And as you'll see, I keep tipping it down. I'm checking to make sure I don't go through and penetrate in that. See, like you're starting to see the core of the apple right there. Show you that 1 apple averages about a cup. course, if you have some of those really small apples, you're gonna wanna do a couple of them, but that's 1 cup right there, and we'll throw that in. Got apple all over me. And you can just either fold the apples in, and again, you can dice them instead. Just fold it in like that. You can use the electric mixer, that's fine as well. Then you go ahead and you add in your dry ingredients, which is just gonna be your flour of choice, which today, again, we're doing the garbanzo bean flour. So it's a cup of the garbanzo bean flour or whole wheat flour, or if you have like a barley flour or some of those other fun ones, a little more nutrient dense, go ahead and use those. If you just have regular whole wheat flour or some regular white flour, that's fine as well. It will be a teaspoon. I'll be more careful on this one. A teaspoon of baking soda. And then I go ahead and I add my cinnamon in there as well. And I usually do about a tablespoon of cinnamon. And then I'll just go ahead and mix that in, dump that puppy in there. So I'm gonna use the electric mixer for that. Okay. All right, so that's what your batter's gonna look like. It's, you know, it's fairly thick, kind of sticks on there. And we're going to go ahead and coat our pan. Got some runaway apple pieces in there. So we're just gonna spray the pan, coat the pan. So we have our prepared pan here. And I just kind of cleaned up a little bit, got some stuff out of the way. And I'm going to get all this batter into this pan and then just kind of press it in into shape. You can use, you don't have to use a pie plate. I am, only because I want mine thin. But if you have like a springform pan, use one of those. They work really well with these denser cakes. Make sure you do coat really well the bottom of the pan. You could even do where you do the spray and then the parchment and then spray again. This way you're able to lift off that the cake from that bottom portion of that springform pan. So you just kind of want to make sure you're about even. This is not going to be a heavy rising cake. We had a couple people ask, well, you know, like, what about a real cake, you know? And I want to do like a full-on birthday cake, you know, for the dog and decorate it and candles and the whole deal. So we're just going to show you how you can do that. So this one's a slightly different recipe than the pup cakes. So the oven is set for 350, and we're just gonna go ahead and get this into the oven. You're gonna cook it for about, because it is nice and thin, for this particular pan, it's gonna probably be ready at right around that 20-minute mark. If you have a smaller springform pan where it's a little thicker, it can go on as long as 30 minutes. So make sure you're checking it quite often, you know, with the toothpick test, make sure that it's not coming, the toothpick doesn't come out still goopy. You may find that it bakes a lot quicker than what you actually even expect. So for this pan, I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes and check it at that point. Okay. All right, so that's in the oven. We'll show you when it's all done, what it's gonna look like, and we'll turn it out onto a cake plate and decorate it and show you that as well. All right, so the cake's out and cooled and decorated. We just did it with some peanut butter on top. I did a little marshmallow placement around the edge, and this is a birthday candle we just happen to have in the kitchen here. Beryl's not 5, it won't be for another 4 years, but we're just fun to show you for decoration, and you can decorate it any way you like, you know, birthday or any special event for your puppy. If they graduate the Canine Good Citizenship or class or anything like that, you make them a special cake. So we're just gonna cut Beryl up a piece here and make sure he likes it. This way I know I can make it for him for his birthday. Beryl, do you sit? Thank you. You wait, mommy. Wait. Okay. Oh yeah, you like it. Well, apparently he does like it. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe our video and check out our links below. And we'll see you next time. Bye.